is Zipline. The Zipline gives about 1,000 adventurers a week a bird's eye view of the action below. If ever there was a way to go all out and conquer a fear of heights, this is it. It only takes 10 seconds to make the journey, but this is a memory you'll have forever. The home for fun and sun, the Pool and Sports Zone neighborhood truly creates a vacation experience like no other. Welcome to Vitality at Sea Spa and Fitness, Allure's most tranquil neighborhood. This is a place of relaxation and wellness, a retreat to help you rebalance and re-energize during your cruise vacation. Royal Caribbean's Vitality program offers nutritious menu options, Medi-Spa, and holistic spa services, out-of-this-world fitness facilities and classes, and a beauty salon that promises to make you look as good as you feel. In the fitness center, you can participate in any number of complimentary and specialized classes and seminars, or simply opt to use the equipment at your own pace. Whether you want a new look or simply want to look your best, the professional stylists are available to keep you primed, polished, and pampered to perfection. To erase stress and tension, a variety of offerings are available. Whether it's a traditional or deep pressure massage, the techniques will balance the spirit and transport you to the ultimate state of bliss. Taking your body on a journey of total renewal has never been easier. The Royal Caribbean Vitality Program will help you find ways to work wellness into every aspect of your cruise vacation, as well as the tools you need to continue living with vitality at home. Once you're feeling completely rejuvenated, it's time to take a trip to the Wild Side Entertainment Place. This neighborhood features casino thrills, show-stopping theater, laugh-it-up comedy, and so much more.
Another one of my favorites has to be the classic Love and Marriage game show. We get 3 couples of varying degrees of marital experience, get them up on stage, ask a few questions about their personal lives together, and I always say the best comedy comes from real life. You never know what people will say when you put them on the spot. That's why I love Love and Marriage so much, and people just keep coming back again and again because the show is never the same twice.
Fastest gas for not being able to hear you. Which would annoy you more?
The gas. The gas.
Gas.
She wouldn't really want to change anything.
Okay, so you think smaller mouth and bigger nothing, everything's perfect. I got one guy who's like, give him a bonus for that, yes! Because you got the same problem, am I right?
The pulse of the ship after dark, Entertainment Place is a contemporary nightclub district with a remarkable amount of variety. Start by venturing into Jazz on 4, an intimate setting for jazz and blues. Across the way is Blaze, where you can dance to the latest club music late into the night. Laugh it up in Comedy Live, the funniest comedy club and improv theater at sea.
One guy! The rest of you guys sitting there like I want to say something, but she's sitting right next to me. Man! We need to learn how to stick up for one another and help each other out in difficult situations.
Not dude, the short haircut, the military pants, the psycho laugh, you're Special Forces, am I right? You're retired Special Forces.
I wish I
You're special something, I can tell you that. Your special classes, not Special Forces.
Caribbean Productions sets the standard for cruise line entertainment, and the Allure is no exception. From Broadway caliber performers to an Olympic caliber ice cast, top talent makes every show here a must-see event. Hosting 3 sensational shows a week, the Amber Theater is a state-of-the-art masterpiece. At 3 decks high and with a seating capacity of over 1,400 guests, the Amber blends elegance and ingenuity.
Me working day and night. You got me working day and night. Put it out, ooh, sugar. You got me working day and night. Yeah. Put it out, ooh, I falls in love with you and all. Here we go. That's right. Just got to know, ooh, and I'm better run and tell your little boyfriend. See you driving around town with a girl I love, and I'm like, forget you. Guess the change in my pocket just wasn't enough, and I'm like, forget you and forget her too.
Enjoy the movie.
3D movies are also a favorite at the Amber Theater. Guests get to enjoy the latest DreamWorks movies, as well as classic favorites. During the day, guests have the chance to do something truly unique in Studio B. Ice skating on the ocean. Whether you're an experienced skater keeping your ability in check, or just trying it out for the first time, strapping on a pair of skates on a cruise ship is deserving of bragging rights. Not everybody is going to be good at it, but don't worry, you don't have to be as good as our pros.
Ice Games is a super fun show that's based on a very popular game, Monopoly. We invite the audience to take part in this game, and every roll of the dice takes us around different neighborhoods of the ship. So we go from Giovanni's to Boardwalk to Game Arcade to Casino, and have lots of fun and laughs along the way. So it's very high energy, very upbeat show that has songs that are well known and you'll definitely recognize them. We have amazing talent here, skaters, some of the best skaters from all over the world, and they will wow you not only with their tricks but with their acting skills, because they're very incredible performers. So come and join us for this exciting virtual tour around the ship.
In mere minutes, Studio B converts from an ice skating rink to a fully functional venue used for a variety of other events.
I love hosting the events, activities, and shows on board the ship. One of my favorites has got to be, hands down, The Quest. It is the wildest, the wackiest, the zaniest game show on the high seas. And part of what makes it so unique and so much fun is that everyone in the audience is participating. We take Studio B, divide the whole room up into teams, and then, of course, there are team captains, but they can't do it alone. You never know what kind of wild activities, actions, or items are going to get points for your teams. So the team captains have to get the entire team involved. People are running around on the floor doing crazy things. It is so much fun. And then the best part, of course, is that our cameras are there to capture the action, and we even get to see in slow motion on the instant replay some of the wackiness that happens down there on the floor, because what you get to see in the stands is not the same as what I get to see down there in the middle of it all. So if you've never been to a Quest, or if you've been to many and you know what I'm talking about, then you know it's something you do not want to miss on board Allure of the Seas.
Another favorite of the entertainment neighborhood is Casino Royale. This Vegas-style gaming center boasts 450 slot machines, 27 table games, and a bevy of electronic games, from blackjack to poker and even roulette. There's plenty to play, and even more to win. The last and perhaps most popular attractions in the entertainment neighborhood are the familiar faces from DreamWorks Animation. Vacationers of all ages delight in interacting with some of DreamWorks' most beloved characters in a variety of shows and activities.
Both Royal Caribbean and DreamWorks Animation have a couple of things in common with one another. One, I think, are both innovative companies trying to raise the bar, deliver a quality experience. So whether it's, in the world of water, theater, the ice rink, movie theater, on the television sets, online, these are sailing paradise cities. So for us to be able to integrate our characters and our stories and our storytelling throughout that experience, we think is just going to be a lot of fun and a unique experience for the guests on the ship.
Don't be surprised if you see Shrek, Fiona, and Puss in Boots, or Alex, Mort, Gloria, and the penguins of Madagascar, Po of Kung Fu Panda, and your favorite characters from How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon is a nice show based on DreamWorks film that has been very popular among kids and grown-ups. It's a very kind, heartwarming story about a boy who befriended a dragon and showed his whole village that fighting might not always be the best choice. We have an amazing set, flying dragons, incredible DreamWorks characters that will take you with them on a great, great adventure.
The DreamWorks characters star in special events, parades, and even character meals in the main dining room. Then comes the main event. The DreamWorks characters take the stage in the Aqua Theater to perform a one-of-a-kind aquatic show full of acrobatics and high-diving stunts.
Yes! A second! Oh, yeah! Okay, everybody, it's
With Royal Caribbean and the DreamWorks experience, the entertainment never stops.
The seventh and final neighborhood on our tour of Allure of the Seas is the Youth Zone, home of the award-winning Adventure Ocean program. The heart of Youth Zone is Kids Avenue, located on Deck 14. No ordinary avenue. This path guides children through Adventure Ocean's play areas. In the Youth Zone, parents can relax and enjoy the ship, all while knowing their babies are in the hands of specially trained, dedicated professionals. Of course, parents are always welcome to join in for Kids in Play, where parents can play with their children in an open, interactive environment. When babies and tots need to burn off some energy, this is the place to do it.
Royal Caribbean Adventure Ocean facility prides itself on being the best kids program in the world. We have great toys specifically designed for our age groups. We have a fantastic art program with lots of great products to make projects such as fish kites, cultural masks, and volcanoes, and that's just to name a few. The children can really demonstrate their artistic abilities with all that we have to offer. In addition to our fantastic art program, we also have opportunities for family to spend time together creating various art projects.
Open until the wee hours of the night, Adventure Ocean has something for every age group. Kids are encouraged to play, explore, discover, create, and imagine. Making new friendships that last long after the cruise ends isn't uncommon either. New to Adventure Ocean is a 60-seat theater dedicated to providing movies, improv classes, and more. The theater gives kids a glimpse into the world of arts and culture.
The fun doesn't stop here in Adventure Ocean. Now there's fun all over the ship, but there's very specific family fun that we in Adventure Ocean have helped to develop, and that's the family activities. And the biggest of the family activities is the Family Festival, and that takes place in the boardwalk. So we take over the entire boardwalk and we turn it into a carnival. And it's got balloon animals, we've got prize giveaways, we've got stilt walkers, face painting, and all the great aspects of a carnival. The carousel's obviously running, there's a hot dog stand out there all the time. You guys should just come out and check it out because it's unreal and there's nothing else like it.
The neighborhood also includes Fuel Disco, the living room, and the back deck. Located on the aft part of the ship near the sports zone, there's enough here to keep any teen occupied. With a whole lineup of activities and parties geared just for them, there's a good chance parents won't see much of their kids during the cruise. A cool hangout and a parent-free zone, teens come to meet other teens, play games, or simply just chillax. There is another whole world behind the scenes on the Allure of the Seas. One of the most technologically advanced areas of the Allure is the bridge.
As the captain on board the Allure of the Seas, I'm responsible for the overall operation of the ship, which obviously include the safe navigation, onboard safety, and that all the guests has a safe cruise vacation. When it comes to interaction with guests, I really like that. Being out there talking to guests, walk through the Royal Promenade or the boardwalk or on the outer decks, and just go and interact with the guests when they don't expect to see me. Then I get all the fun stuff and the fun questions, and people tell me how the cruise vacation was and their experience. And it becomes very informal, and I really enjoy that. Here on the navigation bridge, we have the room is divided into two. In the front part, we have the area where the navigation officers are driving the ship. And behind us, we have the safety center. That's where we have a navigation officer monitoring any aspect of the safe operation of the ship. That could be answering telephones, that could be monitoring fire alarms that comes in. On the stern of the ship, we have 3 ASDI pods. And in the front of the ship, I have 4 propellers that works sideways, which I use when I dock the ship. So a cooperation between the azipods on the stern, the bow thruster forward, I can make the ship go sideways, I can spin around on the dime, I can back the ship with 17 knots, I can move her sideways 4 knots and go ahead 24 knots. The maneuverability of this magnificent ship is absolutely unbelievable. So it's a very, very maneuverable ship. I'm always on the bridge when we go in and out of the port to make sure that we have a safe operation, either training the younger officers or doing it myself with our propulsion and our navigation system.
On board the Allure of the Seas, we have both the new version of navigation as well as the old version of navigation. So we have the electronic chart display information systems, which is our new means of navigation, but we also use the very reliable old means of navigation, which is the traditional paper charts, parallel rulers, triangles, and using our traditional procedures such as radar fixes and celestial navigation in order to make sure that both means are accurate for safe navigation.
We have navigation officers working here on the navigation bridge. We have electricians working around the ship, and we have engineers working with the power plant down in the engine room.
Right now we are in the engine control room, and this is where we distribute all the power throughout the ship. We have 6 main diesel engines. We have 3 16 cylinders and we have 3 12-cylinder engines. They produce 97 megawatts, and that equal to 135,000 horsepower.
I've been very lucky. I've been the startup captain and been on the Voyager class ships for the last 11 years. Started with the Voyager and I served on all of them for a long time. And now I'm very, very happy and pleased and honored and proud to say that I'm the captain on the biggest cruise ship in the world, the Allure of the Seas.
The Allure of the Seas offers one of the most diverse collections of beverage and dining options. Many guests are curious how this complex operation runs behind the scenes.
Yeah, obviously I cannot cook myself for 8,000 people every day on the Allure of the Seas, so I'm supported for altogether 350 employees. 250 of them, they are cooks and chefs, meaning I have 5 executive sous chefs, 11 sous chefs who are running the various venues, areas on board. And of course, very important, I have a team of 100 stewards who are supporting us, the culinary team, you know, cleaning the dishes, running the dish ring, cleaning our galleys. And I promise you can come to every given time in our galleys and it looks absolutely superb and spotless. We have very sophisticated equipment who helps us, you know, to produce fresh on a daily basis, but still able to help us big quantities. We have a machine who's cutting lettuce for us. This machine helps us to cut this lettuce in about 30 minutes. This machine produces about 4,000 dough rolls, and one single baker can operate the machine. He's filling up the dough rolls come out, he's putting it on a tray, and 1 hour later he has done his 4,000 rolls he needs for the dining room. To use fresh ingredients makes such a big difference because of, on the end of the day, it's all about flavor. Presentation, you can present everything, but to get a nice flavor in, that's where you really need a fresh product. Every single Sunday, me or one of my executive sous chefs stay outside receiving the fresh produce. We see and touch this product and we really cook from the scratch. We don't do anything different than a small restaurant, just on a greater, bigger scale. The taste panel, we call it taste panel, what we do pretty much for every meal period. That's about a 10 to 15 minute short briefing where all the dishes get presented together with all the responsible people for the dishes. And we check on the final presentation, the final taste. Maybe there need to be a touch of seasoning more, maybe a herb or the garnish. And we give a short briefing to the crew about what is important to follow up on the presentation, you know, how to keep it warm, you know, the critical things what we foresee.
So I think overall we had a very good day so far. The guys be sharp tonight again in the line for the first sitting. I think you see yesterday, first sitting went excellent, huh?
Yeah, guests always ask me about the quantities, you know, we're going through. Every week we run through 18,000 pounds of watermelon, 15,000 pounds of pineapple, about 12,000 pounds of honeydew and cantaloupe each. We use about 10 to 12,000 pounds of fresh fish fillets, 5 to 6,000 pounds of mussels, shrimp, you know, all these crustaceans. And the meat in the butcher shop, I would say, between 3,500 to 4,000 pounds of meat and poultry products in our on-board butcher shop. We're very proud of our pastry section here on board. We have the biggest station on board is our pastry section. We have 25 pastry cooks, chefs working there, and then again it get all done centralized. So in the main galley we produce all the pastries in a 24-hour shift again, while you can be assured every single dessert what you enjoy during the day is just been done the night before or in the morning. What's the difference between a restaurant on land and on a cruise ship? The really huge major difference is I need to be very careful about my inventory because I cannot go shopping on day 5 if I run out of something.
What started as a big idea in a Finnish shipyard is now an even bigger success story. The Allure of the Seas is the most exciting, entertaining, amazing place on the seas. Every time she sets sail, memories are made that will last lifetimes. What will you remember most about your time aboard Allure? Well, only you know for sure. Allure of the Seas will leave you with a stunning collection of memories. She'll also have you asking one important question. When can we come back?